It's really compelling to protest in the largest pride parade in North America. The way they forced the organizer as well as the police to sign the so-called treaty to ban police float in parade in the future.
What we are saying is that the presence of 7 police forces creates an unsafe situation for a number of marginalized communities.
It's even more startling, or should I say, shocking. To be fair, the treaty do have other demands, and the right of demonstration should be respected in a democratic society, as well as the discrimination towards all people.
I believe that we just won!
Must be eliminated, let alone Canadian African people. Even Pride Parade itself was originated from a protest, the Stonewall riots in June 29, 1969. This is why all major Pride parades in North America are held around the end of June and the beginning of July. This year, Toronto Pride Month is more memorable. Not only it is the first time a whole month event is dedicated to the LGBTQ2 rights and celebrate this open culture. It is also the first time the Toronto police apologize for what they have done in 1981 as they raid the gay bathhouses.
The 35th anniversary of the 1981 raids is a time when the Toronto Police Service expresses its regret for those very actions. It is also an occasion to acknowledge the lessons learned about the risks of treating any part of Toronto's many communities as not fully a part of society.
Black Lives Matter demonstrate in a demonstration is itself remarkable. Therefore, I really hate to say this. I deplore your motivation of hatred as well as your demand of banning police float in the Pride Parade.
We feel that we were thrown under the bus, and if that's the case, that they had no intent or they just wanted to keep the parade moving, they need to deal with it, and they need to deal with it now, and they need to offer our members and all police an apology.
You sink yourself into, let's say this, homophobic and xenophobic people, since you are spreading animosity towards one group of people, police. Yes, not all police are good. This week in the United States, 2 cases of police shooting black people to death.
Not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out. It's okay, I'm right here with you.
Stimulating another wave of protests.
I want people to know who did this to us, who did this to our city, our state, and our country. It's not you, it's not you, it's not you, it's none of us. We didn't do this to ourselves, and I just want the world to know that.
And in Dallas, as I'm writing the script of this video, 4 police is killed by a sniper during one such demonstration. Hatred doesn't solve problem, it's just kill more people. I really don't go against violent uprising. If a government goes against the people's will, and people by using all non-violence means can change the attitude of government, I do agree with a violent rebellion. However, it is not right now, right here in Canada. Police is an essential part of our community. They are here to do their job, bringing law and order to the society. If a police violate the law and kill one or some persons, they will surely be prosecuted.
The old days where a police officer went to trial in the shooting death of a mentally ill or an emotionally disturbed person and literally enjoyed an immunity at the end of a trial, those days are gone.
They don't need guns and resentment to be judged. Without police, who is doing this job? You, BLM activists? If you want to drive your so-called justice in Canada through ill will and violent means, please go back to where it belongs.
No guns on the other side, folks. If you would have had guns on the other side, if I took a couple of these folks, there wouldn't have been 130 people killed and hundreds of people lying in the hospital to this day. It might not have happened, but if it did, you would have had bullets going in the opposite direction, and believe me, the carnage would not have been the same by any stretch of the imagination.
Ils ont les pistolets, ils peuvent nous tirer dessus parce qu'ils sont très très méchants, papa.
C'est pas grave, ils ont des pistolets, nous on a des fleurs.
Bah les fleurs ça fait rien, c'est pour.
Si regarde, tu vois, tout le monde pose des fleurs.
Oui.
C'est pour combattre les pistolets.
C'est pour protéger.
Voilà.
Et les bougies aussi.
C'est pour ne pas oublier les gens qui sont partis. Hein.
C'est pour nous protéger les fleurs et les bougies.
Oui. Ça va mieux du coup?
Oui, ça va mieux.
Violence and hatred is not welcome here.